in a Vince voice.
That would be beautiful, big dog.
I need some lamb chops today.
It's not like how we see it. We don't beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it out for the assist. We just call it how we see it. We don't beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it out for the assist.
Hey, Amar.
Yes, sir, my guy.
Hey, where they got some good
What's going on? What's going on? Call it how we see it, nation. Man, we got a little bit of chatter already, man, before we even get started, man. It's your boy D-Walt up in here. I got my boys Amari J, Eddie D, and JJ with me. Fellas, what's going on?
What's going on with y'all players? What's going on?
He over here.
I just go ahead and ask my question.
Go ahead.
Where they got the good lamb chops at? Where you at?
My crib.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, come on, that bro.
Yes,
Come on,
yes,
why? Come on now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
sorry, D. Go ahead.
I actually just started making them too, low key. This was actually my first year having them, and I just started putting together like a little recipe that I had found, added my own little splash to it, and then you know what I'm saying. 2 times in, shit, I think it's perfected. Shit.
Yeah, they used to have them well, you just called this the lamb chop episode. They used to have them at the fucking what's that shit Outback over here, but I don't think they have them no more. Or either that or Rack of Lamb or one of them. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta always kind of go somewhere a little specific to get that. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you got to kind of pay a little bit of an arm and a leg. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't mind when it comes to food. I don't mind. But yeah, if I can make it myself, and
I know that's right,
and it be just as good, then shit. You know what I'm saying? So
it's all good.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you something in a minute. You can check it out.
I got you. Go ahead on,
yeah, we good. We live. We live. You know what I'm saying?
We live. We talking about food to start the morning, man.
It's like,
hey, man, we all greedy on this panel, man. So it's all good. Who really gets this shit with us talking about food, though? So, fellas, man, we got some interesting topics for us to discuss today.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish our round of QBs being the best in their division. This will be the final take on this one, man. So I'm actually looking forward to this one, being that this is the toughest one to make decisions on, man. This is where all the good quarterbacks reside at, you know. And then lastly, I know you guys spilled your hearts and your feelings on Patrick Beverly before, and I kind of just want to revisit that now, since now he's wearing a Lakers uniform. You know what I mean? I want to see if he's still that punk bitch or whatever we called him last time.
You messy motherfucker. I'll tell you something. That's all I thought when I said, "Boy, that D." Well, it's like I can hear you was getting off on that shit. You a messy motherfucker.
Yeah, I was getting off on it, bro. Hey, check it out.
Because you're a Laker fan too, so it's all good. We all in the same boat.
We all in the same boat, and we all had some things to say about him, man. You know what I mean? His character, the way he balls, man. Even I took some pot shots at him, but now he wearing that uniform, I might have to retract some of my words. Do that to whoever.
I thought it was gonna never get no worse than Dwight, but this is hard. It's all good.
It's amazing. It's amazing that he even made it back to LA. I thought he would have been in the Clippers uniform. You know what I mean? Back in the basement, bro. But that boy done moved up to the penthouse.
I tell you what, I can talk about this shit all day. So come on. We can have that conversation, goddammit.
Oh my gosh. All right, fellas, man. So look, we're gonna go ahead and kick this off, man. We're gonna start with the AFC division first, man. If y'all don't mind, or do y'all prefer to go NFC first? Which one do y'all feel like today? Don't matter.
If I'm going first, I'm going NFC.
Okay, well, we're gonna hit the NFC part off first, man. JJ, let's kick this bad boy off, man. Which QB is the best QB in the NFC West?
All right, well, my last place quarterback, as far as I know, Geno Smith is the one that's been named.
Yeah,
they named him like yesterday, I think, or today, something like that.
So Geno Smith is obviously going to be the last place in that division. Trey Lance is supposed to be a really up-and-coming, talented quarterback. So we know what Geno Smith could give you.
Not a damn thing.
And I can't.
Ain't lying. I mean,
ain't lying. Yeah,
I can't put him underneath Geno Smith. You know what I mean? So Trey Lance has a different ceiling. So we got to see what he puts out. But Geno Smith is number 4 because I don't know. I don't really see Seattle doing much this year. DK got paid. that's good because they're gonna suck for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, he's gonna get his paycheck while they're sucking and rebuilding or whatever they got going on over there. But Trey Lance is gonna be my number 3. Uh, he's got a solid team, so he's
Yeah.
he's gotta prove something because he's got a really high ceiling, high expectations. So he's got to show up, and especially in the division that they're in, you got Kyler Murray and Matthew Stafford on top of you. You're gonna have to put
On
some
your
numbers
ass.
up.
Yeah,
So,
you got.
With that said, Kyler Murray is gonna be number 2.
All right.
I gotta give Matthew Stafford the edge on this one just because of his experience, and well, he just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Kyler Murray has kind of not been put out there, but he's being kind of led to kind of being on the lazy side, video, watching while he's doing his homework, stuff like that. So I don't know if that's true. I mean, that might just be media trying to stir shit up.
He was on the sideline with that headset on, bro, like he was on that Xbox. You seen it, bro? He was probably playing Call of Duty through the headset, bro, on the sideline.
Is he soft, JJ? You know you the king of soft. Is he soft?
Nah, I ain't the king of soft. No,
king of calling that shit. I tell you that. You call that shit.
He said, "I just had a baby."
You call motherfucking soft and admit it. You don't give a shit, JJ.
JJ don't give a damn.
He don't. JJ is a calm savage.
Not like one of those. Not the cotton ball type, but maybe like marshmallow. A little spongy, but
hold on, that's
nah. I'm just messing, man.
That shit kind of worse. I'd rather be a cotton ball.
Yeah, like you little fucking white ball. Like what the fuck? Like
what the fuck? Some white ball? That's borderline. Yeah.
I'm just messing around, man. Kyler Murray, he's just got some maturing to do, man. He's just gotta deal with the.
So step back wise, you think he's taking a step backwards, or what you think?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, he's got his payday, so all he has to worry about is just performing. I mean, before he was throwing it out there. He wanted to get paid, this, that. So that was his deal.
But in a sense, though, JJ, though, don't you think? Because like what you just said, you said that before he just had to worry about performing, but like now I feel like he has to perform even more so, because before he was on a rookie contract, kind of just out there, we all knew he was talented, but everybody always talked about his size and things like that.
His ball was real low.
Yeah, and obviously, they had, I feel like he overachieved. Me personally, I think that he overachieved with those first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I think that he did more than what people thought he could have did with his size, right? Now, I feel like actually he has way more pressure because now with all of this, all this press and, all this news about him and stuff, right? And what he's bringing to the locker room and bringing the attention wise now. And then on top of that, you get paid. Like, I feel like now the pressure's really on him. And
he got to produce now.
Yeah,
man.
He has to produce now.
Eventually, he got to produce. And so you're right. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying the pressure's not on him. I just, like Eddie said, if I thought he was gonna take a step back,
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna take a step back. But yeah, the pressure is certainly on him. Like, he has more pressure because now you got your payday. You're not in your rookie deal no more. You got a legit team. So it's on you now. Like, you have to do what you got to do to get to that next step. There's no blaming nobody else. There's no waiting for payday. I mean, you got a stacked team. You got a good defense. You got your wide receivers. I mean, you got to wait for Hopkins to come back.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I mean,
let me ask you a better question, JJ. Do you think that the Cardinals will be better or worse this year than last year? That's really the question I should have asked you.
I think. I mean, I don't know how tough their schedule is going to be this year.
Yeah, me
but it just really depends on that.
No, that's true. That's real.
I mean, their division is already tough. So if you stack up on top of that, whatever their regular season games without the division games are going to be, I think that should be like give or take, if they're going to be better or worse, but they should be better. I mean, JJ Watt, he's fucking ripped. I mean, he's looking better than whenever he was with us.
And us, just to clarify, by us, you mean
the Texans.
All right.
Got to make that distinction, huh? Us ain't everybody.
He wasn't on the podcast, but
no, that's real. That's real.
But yeah, whenever he was with the Texans, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he just looks in better shape. He doesn't look like
he always does.
Does he look like the Predator?
Fuck the Predator.
Nah, it's some funny shit.
Okay, but and just to chime in on that too, like when you were saying on the schedule, that is a big part. But for me, I think the number one thing for them as far as being better, having a better season, is really ultimately is health. Is what it is. They can't stay healthy. Like last year, they started off like 7-0, and then everybody just kind of started to go out and fall out, And when you have your quarterback missing games, and then you have then you have your best wide receiver missing games. That's 50% of our offense. Sometimes you know what I'm saying.
Field,
and so Connor, and surprisingly, Connor's usually the one with the injury problems, and he comes over and plays damn near a whole season. So it was kind of weird how everything happened, For me, that's what I feel like their season, will rely on is just health, which is a lot of things for a lot of teams, but
yeah. And that's why I was pointing out JJ Watt, because he's been on and off the last few seasons. He's looking better. DeAndre Hopkins should be rested up because he's coming off a suspension. So he should last, pretty healthy. I mean, he's been healthy most of his career, but I mean, he was banged up at the end of last season.
Yeah.
So now he's got some time off.
That's real.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, health, I think they should be all right. Because, I mean, last year they had injury, like you said. Yeah. They started off great, and then after that, they were just dropping like flies, man.
And they kind of had a season like that back to back, where they started out hot and then went flat the second half. It was like
that's kind of true.
It's the same.
It was like the same season.
Yeah.
So I like remember them questioning that, like their play style, because like the way like they were falling off. They were falling off big time.
And the coach, the coach came out, was at Kingsbury, right?
Yeah, Kingsbury. Yeah.
And he came out actually, and they had like a an interview about that. Like, like how do you guys change your identity coming out from 2 seasons really where it's the same thing, where you're basically like coming from behind, playing from behind in a sense, right? And basically he said he feels like this year they got to focus in a sense. To what he was saying is that they started getting comfortable and they stopped doing the things that they were doing when they were winning. And hopefully that's the truth, hopefully that it is, because obviously this is all new for him being in the NFL, obviously having a rookie quarterback and all these, growing pains and stuff. So, I mean, hopefully that is, the truth, and they can learn from it. Because I would like to see Arizona do good. It's always, it's always good to see, underdog teams come up and be able to challenge, the top tier teams and stuff. So, I
would like to see them do good. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I like to see them do good to make what JJ said true. Because if we make a point, he made a good point, is that it's a competitive division, but to me, it's a competitive division if Arizona is good. Yeah. Then you got 3 of your 4 teams that but other than that, everybody got at least 1 or 2 teams that's decent in their division. If you just got Frisco,
except for fucking Cowboys and Eagles and them, they should always trash.
Well, they are, and I
mean, and right, and this,
let's just keep.
I mean,
that's real though.
And this actually might be the best for the first time in like 10 years where their division is actually supposed to be somewhat decent. Besides, I mean, Washington Commanders are still like, we don't know, but Giants,
like I said, if they come on, if Washington come on, I promise, I'm gonna love that.
No, yeah. But I'm saying, I'm just saying
go ahead.
Off the rip though, the fact that Philly actually looks like they could be a team.
Yeah,
and then obviously we know what's up with Dallas.
I'm looking forward to this year.
We don't like Dallas, but Dallas is still.
Oh, but they competitive.
They're competitive now. They're competitive.
Honestly, I like to see Philly win it, but they ought to win the division. Let's keep this. I hate Dallas guts, but I mean, it's true.
I mean,
if they won a division, I wouldn't be surprised. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And the Giants, I mean, they seem to have kind of like. I'm not saying they're going to turn their whole, it's not turn over a season, but I'm saying
just show up a little bit.
But no, I think the coaching was the right decision though. Like they look It looks a lot more.
It looks a lot better. It looks better.
And it takes time to really change the culture. It ain't gonna happen in your first preseason game.
It's like when you put a president in, you can't fix all the years of fuck
90 days. Yeah,
you can't fix all the years of fuck.
That's real. That's real. That's true.
So, but and continue, JJ.
Yeah, go ahead, JJ. Sorry.
No, you guys are good. And well, I mean, I made all my points for Kyler Murray there, but Matthew Stafford is number one. He won the Super Bowl. They lost OBJ, they lost Von Miller, but they're supposed to be having some young guys plugging in. And then on the offensive side, they got Allen Robinson. So he's been banged up, so he really hasn't been able to go out there and play. So he's supposed to be healthy. He's supposed to be showing out this year. I think he'll be good. I think that they'll be all right without the pieces that they lost this year. And I mean, they have, I think, the first or the second toughest schedule this year.
Really?
So I think they're up there. They're up there. They're like number 2 or 3, 1. They're up there. But other than that, I mean, they have a solid team. I mean, they should be all right. Matthew Stafford, I mean, he's been balling out for like forever.
Yeah.
He's just never really had a team.
Yeah, he's just been on like one of them Houston Texans type of teams, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know,
it was Detroit Lions, man. No Texans.
like the Vikings who just never win a Super Bowl.
Hey, but we have winning seasons. That's we got winning seasons. A lot of those.
People gonna remember that.
The only reason they get to the next step is because of them miracle plays.
That was one time. Come on now. That was one time. And I'll take that
show up.
That's it. And nobody will ever forget that memory either. Nobody.
Right. That is true.
Nobody.
That is true.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, man.
Speaking to JJ's point,
y'all got lucky because, man.
Bro.
Saints have had the worst luck.
Nah, that was so heart wrenching.
Bro, hey, I don't give a fuck though. That shit is a memory. You see that jersey in the back, right? Over there, yeah.
I feel you.
That memory right there never ever go away.
Hey,
who was that on? Fucking Lattimore?
Yeah, it's Lattimore.
Yeah,
it was Lattimore.
That was. I feel so bad for him.
Bro.
Yeah.
I know there had to be some friendly face.
Don't they have a name for that shit? Wasn't it like the Miracle at the Metrodome or shit like that?
It has a coin to it.
It got some shit to it. Yeah, some kind of handle like that. It's like
I damn near got butt naked at the bar, bro. Swear to God. There's really a video. My boy has a video of this shit, bro. I'm gonna send it to y'all later, bro.
You on Pornhub and shit.
Let's say you on Pornhub. Do it again, big dog.
Me and him got to the bar at about 9 a.m. that morning to get prepped for them playoffs that day. We started off with the mimosas and shit like at 9 a.m. because they wouldn't give us alcohol at 9 a.m. You know what I'm saying? And this is Cali time. So game started at 10 in California. It didn't start at 12 like Texas and shit. And so, we out there about 9 o'clock, started off with mimosas. Obviously, we had our own little drinky drink in the whip. So, okay, bet. Started on that. And basically the whole day, we were just going at it. Bang, 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 every hour. And by the time that shit happened, boy, oh, yeah, I was ready.
He's already in the zone. Huh?
I was already zoned out. So, boy, when that happened, bro, I was blacked out. Shirts came off in the bar, bro. I think my pants started to fall down some, bro. It was an intense. A beautiful thing. That was a beautiful thing.
Man, JJ wasn't lying. They schedule's a motherfucker.
Yeah. Look it up and see, bro. Like
this is a fucking gauntlet.
It's clearly noted.
Let me throw real talk. Listen. This is fucked up.
Go ahead.
They got the Bills the first week. Then they got the Falcons. That's nothing. They got division with Cardinals. Division after that with the 49ers. Then they got the Cowboys. That's gonna be a good one. Panthers and then they got another division with the 49ers. Then they got the Bucks. Then they got division with the Cardinals again. Then they got the Saints. Then they got the Chiefs. Then they got
who is this?
This is the Rams. Then they got division with the Seahawks. They got the Raiders. Then it's like because they got the AFC West. So
if they make it up, they're gonna be battle tested.
I ain't done. They got the Packers after that. They got the Packers after that. They got the Broncos. They got the Chargers. They
God damn.
They got every good team.
Hey, whoever made this schedule, bro, they
don't like them, bro.
They got everybody but like the fucking
they got
Green Bay and them. They got everybody but Cincinnati and fucking they got everybody.
Every potential team that can win the championship.
Yeah, that's a good point, JJ. Because you online, their schedule's a motherfucker.
Yeah, so if you ask me, if they win over 500 on.
They ready. They ready.
They should just hand them the damn ready. Super Bowl after that, man.
Hey, no playoffs. Just give
them MVP team of the season and shit. Like,
that's a tough schedule. Seriously,
it's funny. So it's 17 weeks in the season, right? And 11 of their teams fucking made the playoffs last year. 11. They only got 6 games where they play opponents who didn't make the playoffs last year. That is bro. That is savage, bro.
Crazy.
And that was last year.
No, that's this year's schedule.
Oh, you talking about the schedule they got this year is like only that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
it's
nasty,
bro. It's like 4 or 5, like you say, 5. Well, how many D's? 6?
Yeah, it was 6 games. Only 6 games they play teams, dog, that didn't make the playoffs, bro.
They see about that shit.
Hey, 99 about to be tested, bro.
Well, the bad part is that's their division. So the teams in their division, got to play the same guys because they play in the AFC. They play in the AFC West, so they got to play each other. But both of those divisions it's the two we talking about. Both of those divisions gonna be like I say three games above 500 because they all got to play each other. So the toughest teams got to play each other. It's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. All right, so anything you want to chime in now on your QB picks?
I can, but Amar can go next. I mean,
go ahead, Amar. Yeah,
I don't care. It's up to y'all. I go, but it's up to him.
No, you said you'll go last. You said you'll go last. Go ahead, Amar.
We talk shit anyway.
I mean, and that's why I really just been kind of just throwing out my little points as we've been going in because my picks is the same as JJ's. Mine's are the exact same as JJ's. And for me, and obviously, I don't, no disrespect, Gino. I don't know. Like, it really should just been top 3 to talk about, really, because we don't have anything to talk about with that. Moving into 3, we
completely eliminated.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Trey Lance.
Delete it.
Like Trey Lance. And here's the thing with me and Trey Lance. I would love to see the guy win. Obviously, I even wanted the Vikings to take a chance on him. You know what I'm saying? But you just, it's one of the things where. And it always happens like this, teams get a new guy, they spent all these picks on him and stuff. So it's almost like sometimes you almost feel like they have to talk him up. Oh, he's doing he's making so many improvements. He's showing so many strides in the offseason. He looks night and day from last season. I mean, I feel like they always say this, like they have to almost in a sense, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see what happens. Like we said, this is one of them teams that I brought up before where this is a plug and play team. Like they have everything. You can almost put anybody, you can probably bring Mark Sanchez back right now and probably still win fucking 8 games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So be productive.
Yeah. So, I mean, he definitely is going to have to, show what he can do.
You think they made Garoppolo look better than he?
I do.
Yeah. Because I do too. That's what I'm saying.
Because I said this before, like, Garoppolo, when you put the game in his hands, that's the distinction between a great quarterback and a serviceable quarterback, right? A serviceable quarterback, you built the offense around what his strengths are. But a great quarterback, you can put the game in his hands and still let him win you a game, right? And that's the difference. Like, and even though we talk about Aaron Rodgers and all that shit,
I'm about to say, so we about to find out if Rodgers. Go ahead.
Even though we talk about him right now, he's having a bad slump in playoffs. But when it comes down to it, right, the man, like, you can put a game in his hands, he's gonna do some remarkable shit. You know what I'm saying? Mahomes is gonna do some remarkable shit. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady is gonna do some remarkable shit. Like, and that's
yes, he will.
And so I do think that Frisco made Garoppolo better. He didn't make them better. He made them better. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're not seeing nobody really chopping at the bits to go get him right now. Like, yes, do a lot of teams have their quarterbacks already? Yes. But if he was that good of a quarterback, somebody would have already snagged him up already. You know what I'm saying? But that's it for, on Trey. I hope the guy has a good season. He has a lot to prove, but he also has the team. He's in the best predicament to do it as well with the coaching. Shanahan's great mind and offensive schemes and just his play calling. There's nowhere else that he better for him to succeed. And if he don't succeed here, he's not going to succeed nowhere. I feel like. Then moving on to Kyler Murray, I do think that he'll have a better season, but it also for me is going to hinge based off of the health. Can he stay healthy for a whole season? If he keeps getting hurt and these little ding injuries and stuff like that, man, I mean, it's going to get to that point to where it's like, damn, like we paid him like You know what I'm saying? Like, is this guy ever going to be able to stay healthy? And that's where I feel like for him is when his ceiling, where he's going to meet his ceiling at is based upon, can the guy stay out there for a whole season? Because you have to be out there for a whole season to be able to learn and see things that you need to see to grow and stuff like that as a quarterback. I hope they take a step forward. I think they're going to take a step forward, and you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, they're always good when they're healthy, so we just got to see what happens. And then obviously number one, Matthew Stafford. You know, he's always been good. He's one of them guys that can make things happen, no matter when he's with Detroit Lions, and even when they didn't have a good team for all the seasons he was there. You can look at his numbers, and his numbers is second to none. I mean, the guy still produces no matter what. But you can't play defense. You can't do everything. You can't play both sides. All he can do is play his quarterback position. And so
once Megatron was gone, that was it.
Yeah. So, but he's always still, you know, he didn't take. The man has still been a great fucking quarterback. You know, obviously he goes over to the Rams and boom, look at what happened in the first season.
His situation was the opposite of Trey Lance.
Yeah.
He was in Detroit. I mean, he was just like working with whatever they gave him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And so that. I've always liked Matt. I've always liked Stafford, always, you know, and I've always said that I wish he'd get onto a team. It's almost like, you know, like the Damian Lillard, like I feel like of the NFL, you know, where it's like he's on this team, they not put enough around him, you know what I'm saying? He's balling out. Everybody loves the guy. We would wish he goes somewhere. Like we always say, with Damian Lillard, like, man, if he goes somewhere else, he'll win a ring, but he just won't do it. You know what I'm saying? And
you are a little bit of an undercover Blazers fan because you keep up. You like the Blazers players, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I like
Lillard, which is true. What you said is true.
I like Alfred Simmons.
You brought up Brandon Roy. You brought up Brandon Roy. I haven't heard that name in a while. So
yeah.
I see you. Well,
it's just, you know, because I mean, you know, in our era growing up, bro, like you remember Blazers was one of them teams that was just, they were dogs but could never make it over the hump because of who they had to go against. When you have the Spurs and the Kings at that time and the Lakers and it was stacked back then. And so, you know, the Bonzi Wills.
Yeah, that's when the Kings actually had like that good Kings team.
Chris
Webber and
Chris
Doug
Webber
Christie
and you know, you just
Peja Stojakovic.
And God damn it,
Mike
Doug Christie,
Bibby. I can get out Bibby. I already named Christie. Yeah,
and so it's just, you know,
Pager.
I love that dude,
that was a good team.
That boy jumper was real.
Yeah, and that's all, you know, just, you know, he was always one of them guys I felt like if he ever left, he'd win the ring, and look, boom, first year he leaves and shit, put into the right predicament. The man already could win by himself, so it was like you put him with a defense like that and the weapons like that. But yeah, that's my top four. It wasn't hard to do it. JJ had already pretty much nailed it.
Yeah, JJ.
Yeah. Man, two good takes so far, man. Eddie Dean, why don't you chime up in that bad boy, man?
Well, just like we were saying before, we got Geno. And Geno, one of the people, man, like you kind of, you know, you always wish when he first came into the league that he was going to do okay. And he's not even that guy that's like you always wish he would, once he wasn't like a premier quarterback, you always wish he'd be at least like a Teddy Bridgewater level, but he's just not. He just kind of like below that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just never produced. And it's like, I always kind of wanted success for him, but I mean, it is what it is. So I mean,
I'm not going to lie. It actually kind of caught me for a shocker to see that he was. I to be honest with you, I forgot he was. I didn't even know he was on no more.
I just knew. I figured Drew Lock was gonna be.
Yeah, me too.
Motherfucker. And
I did. So when I seen that shit,
I was like, Smith. I say, who was fucking Smith?
Yeah, like,
I say, Geno. I say, is Geno still in the league? I say,
I was actually at D-Wall house when I seen that shit.
No shit.
Yeah.
I tell you, who getting ready for the 23 draft is some motherfucking Seahawks. Yeah, they show drafted out of that.
You know what though? If Pete Carroll's there still, they gonna be all right because they know how to draft. Yeah. They got all that draft capital now from with that Denver trade, and they gonna suck. So they gonna have top picks this upcoming. So yeah, they're gonna be all right.
So quick question: Is Carroll gonna focus on defense or offense? So. Because that's really what held him down. He had defense. I do think they a solid defense, and Russell Wilson just held the offense down, and they produced.
We got lucky with Russ, though. You know what I mean? Like to be honest with you, we actually did. It's no
off top.
Because originally it was
I love you with that we. I like that we. Go ahead, claim your team, boy.
It's a we. You know, even though I'm a huge,
your team.
Y'all know I'm a huge Russell Wilson fan.
I know. Yeah, you've said that before.
Yeah, so
many times,
man, many times. But we did, man. We got lucky, man. And then like at the rise of that too, you know, he was basically like on a rookie deal. You know what I'm saying? So perfect defense, perfect offensive line, and perfect run game, man. Like that was just like all it was missing at the time.
It all came together.
And I'm not saying this in a bad way, but at the time, which we'll call it, was considered to be serviceable. You know what I'm saying? He was serviceable enough. He was better than what Russell Wilson. He was serviceable at the time, enough not to lose the game. You know what I'm saying? If given the chance, man. So that's what I liked. And I kind of liked about that whole deal. But like now, I can see him doing the same thing. I don't think Geno's the answer. I'm with you by far. Geno's not the answer. But I think they may find another. Yeah, I think they may find like another diamond in the rough. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what he's gunning for.
Here's another thing I haven't heard anybody say. Right? Come on. Like, what if they decide, okay, next season, let's just go. Like I said, there's going to be a ton of quarterback talent next year. A ton. Right, they could go quarterback first round with their top pick, right, and then after that, just go crazy on defense. Or, if there's like just that dog defensive end or that dog like Bobby Wagner type or whatever, right, for linebacker, whatever the case be, do they go that route? And then, hey, Garoppolo's been healthy for a whole season now. We go get him, and you know what I'm saying.
But they no worse than Frisco last year. If they focus on defense and go get Garoppolo, you're right. I can see that.
So what I heard, so this is what I heard. I mean, but again,
come on.
They tried that, but the 49ers are asking for an arm and a leg.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about right now, because the way it's looking right now, I'm not talking about for this season at all. That's what I'm saying next year. Because next year, this season, I really don't feel like he's gonna be a starter for the first 6, 7, 8 weeks, to be honest with you. Like if at all, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Next year, not right now. I'm not giving shit for him right now.
Somebody gonna go out. Somebody will pick him up. He'll produce a little bit, and he'll be ready for them by next year, like what Amari is saying.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about
and like Amari is saying, if they can focus on defense, I'd love that, because I like it when the Seahawks actually got a good defense. That's what they're known for.
Yeah, that's what they're known for, and that's what Pete Carroll's known for, and that's
exactly
he should stick to that.
Yeah. And then that's what I'm saying. That's just another option I haven't heard yet. That could.
That's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea. No, not at all. I don't disagree with that at all. But keep going, Eddie D.
So that's number 4, right?
Lance.
I'm like everybody else. Trey Lance. Now, I want to see. It's with the Lance thing. I actually picked him up on my bench in fantasy. I want to see what he can produce, or better yet. They got. I noticed that they lost what's it called, Mostert, after he was out hurt last year. I think he in Miami this year.
He went to Miami.
Yeah, I think I saw him in Miami. So it's all about I'm not saying that they won't produce, but it's all about Eli and Debo, and will the teams be more prepared for them this year in that division? Yeah. If they are, that will put more pressure on Trey Lance. So I want to see what they do with people coming in, because I ain't gonna lie, we saw Debo coming on the year before last, and last year he just acted a pure fucking fool, right?
Yeah.
So with Eli
Monster.
and with Eli and with Debo, I just really want to see how much they can produce, and if they do, then Trey Lance will have a good year. If they don't,
if Trey Lance
kind of all right. I don't think he's gonna be bad, but he'll be all right.
If he looks anything in the NFL like he did in college, like they're gonna be scary. They'll be scary.
Yeah. And I believe that'll make it work. But I'm not saying that these guys are not gonna be good as far as the players I'm naming. I'm saying that's what divisions do, is they prepare themselves for other teams in their division, and they will shape a team around stopping your ass at that one thing or those things that you're good at. So I like to see what Debo numbers gonna look like this year if the teams in that division prepare more for them. And I'm not gonna say he's gonna take a step back, but if basically he's more double coverage with all that receiving and all that kind of let's see what happens, because that's going to determine what kind of year Trey Lance have. And I don't expect him to have a bad year. I would have drafted him. I hope he blow the fuck up. I hope they run their ass off the field and shit. But that's going to be what determines it. After that, like everybody else, I have to put Murray, just because, like, from what we've seen so far and with the players that he got, that's just where they belong. Like I said, unless something, I won't say catastrophic happen with them, they just gonna fall off. But I don't see that happen. I see them being competitive. They stick around, they do their thing. So I think Arizona gonna have a decent year. I don't think Arizona gonna do nothing that's gonna blow us away, but they're gonna be right there. I don't want to call them a spoiler, but they're gonna be right there. The teams that between Frisco and the Rams, they're gonna be competitive with them, is what I'm saying. And they'll give them a run for their money, but everybody can't win that division, is what I'm saying. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Now, we have seen divisions get and playoffs and division leader and 2 wild cards, you know, in the past. We've seen that kind of shit. So I'm not saying it's not possible. I just don't think they're gonna do it. Yeah. Now, if a division will do it, I think it may be easier to do it in the NFC than the AFC, but we'll see. And it's a layup on with Matthew Stafford. I'm like what Amore said. He's always been a good quarterback. In Detroit, to me, he always was good. He just didn't have nobody around him in the team. To me, I'm not gonna say that Detroit is an organization that don't try to produce. I think they got a good fan base. It's almost like they just got the. Yeah, they're very loyal as far as the fan base and everything. I just don't think, and I think it's almost like they just don't have good people in place to good football people. I don't know. It's like they just don't get the people they need to build the team right. They did good in getting him, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe I just forgot, but I never really got and understood why Megatron retired so early. That always threw me off. Tell me, I mean.
Well, I mean, long story short, ultimately he just wanted out. He wanted to win. He wanted out of the franchise. He did not care for the organization. Basically, he grew tired of it. I think he felt almost like how you know what we're talking about.
Hop. No, you're talking about
my favorite receiver. One of my favorite receivers out of Texans.
You're talking about Andre Johnson.
Yeah, almost like how he told Watson like get out of here, like you know yada yada like. Basically,
that's what I heard too.
Megatron wanted out. He wanted the chance to win. He didn't see the team going nowhere. He was like they were just drafting bad season after season. It just wasn't. He seen that there was no.
He got the Barry Sanders. Sanders effect, and that's also the reason why Barry left.
And I was gonna say that too. I was literally gonna say that because I mean you see that a lot in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you see it more than you should with great players. Look at these 2 players we just named. That's 2 of the best ever.
Yeah. I mean he was in his prime when he left.
Exactly. It ain't like he was going through injuries or nothing. He was, and I was like, damn. Come on, JJ.
Nah, go ahead and finish your point. I'll kick in.
But yeah, that shit is just crazy. Like the dude still had at minimum another 4 seasons of him to be at the top though. Like
at a minimum,
you know. And so and then I mean, and it tells you, you know, that's really what the truth was because. Have you seen him ever like a team when guys retire, whatever, they'll come put up at practice. They still do things within the community, whatever the case be. Like, have we seen Megatron at all around? Like,
I don't hear nothing.
Like nothing.
This was a different time, but what I don't understand when you think about it, if that's the case, then why not just? And I mean it. I'm preface this by saying it was a different time, not long ago, but a different time. Why not just ask for a trade?
He did. They didn't want to trade him.
Okay, that's what I'm missing. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Then he tried to threaten to like basically retire, so he can
retire. Yeah.
Else. And they
well, that answers the question.
That's why he retired because ultimately they was like, we're not trading you. So he's like,
giving the rights away.
Because I never knew. I'm not saying people didn't know. I never knew. I didn't catch that during the time.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. It sucks that happened, bro. And honestly, for me, that kind of irritates me too. Like an organization let such a talent be wasted like that too, because you couldn't get over your own pettiness. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like you know what I mean? Like it just, somebody would have gave up.
Yeah, I don't mind with a player in his prime of that. I don't mind trading him up for value if you can get value for him. So yeah, I would have done that. I wouldn't have just ate that L like that. I'd be like, man, well, if you want it out that bad, we'll get something for your ass. So.
Yeah,
but it was like I said, it was a different time when players didn't do that as much. Is what I'm saying. We wasn't hear about that. How long that motherfucker been out the league now? What, 8 years or something? 7, 8 years?
It's been a minute.
And we didn't hear about players like asking for trades as much back then.
Pulling like
you. Go ahead.
Like pulling like little diva stunts on social media.
You didn't hear about that, especially in NFL. We really started getting more of that in the NBA about maybe 5-6 years ago. But NFL just kind of started to do that. Like in the last couple of years, people like, man, fuck that. I want out, Yeah. So it was a different time.
And the worst part about it for me is the shit that just kills me, like the KD shit. Like motherfucker, like you gonna sign a contract.
Get to that,
huh?
Let's talk about it.
Well, no, because Stephon Diggs bitch ass did it too. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as I love the dude,
man, you got greasy the motherfucker about Stephon.
He got greasy, bro. I understand. I thought he said Patrick Beverly for a minute.
Like I'm saying, like
we signed him.
Sound a little bitter there.
But like you know what I'm saying? Like he was pulling all these little diva stunts on social media and all this bullshit to force his way out after we just re-signed him. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it was like. you went to the Bills and kind of had the same production. You was getting your numbers. You was getting it. Like, yeah, we was a run first team, and if it was a Zimmer thing, then cool. Then I get that. But number standpoint wise, you was getting your numbers. You was getting your targets. You was getting your receptions.
So Stephon pulled a Tyreek Hill.
But Tyreek's though was like a little quiet though. His wasn't as bad as.
I'm just saying a player that gets his touches and numbers and shit, but
Well, Tyreek, I think it sounded more like Tyreek wanted more money, is what it sounded like with Miami.
He wanted the bag. Yeah,
he wanted more money. That's what it was with Miami, bro. So, Stephon, we had just paid him. You feel me?
Okay.
And then a year after he got his extension, he did this shit. And in the sense, they were kind of saying that he was like I guess irritated because he was the second guy, because Thielen at the time was our main go-to, but it wasn't really a go-to because both of these motherfuckers was both having 1,000-yard seasons together, both getting it in. And so it was just crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he goes to the Bills, obviously, yes, becomes the number one, but then they got so many guys now where he's almost like that, still like he could be the 1, 2, or 3 even over there now some days. Is his numbers great still? Yes. But his numbers is not too crazy from when he was with Minnesota, though.
So you feel that way about him, but that's how I feel about Deshaun. Because it's like, he just got paid. What the fuck?
But I'm saying,
I'm not saying right or wrong. Hold on. I'm not saying right or wrong, but it makes a person feel some kind of way like, well, damn, motherfucker. And I'm sorry, I don't see any rings for Minnesota, no, that I didn't see for the Texans.
Okay, but I don't see. I mean, 2 years? He was with us in Minnesota for 4 years or whatever. He's been with the Bills now, going on his 3rd season or whatever. No rings for them. Obviously, they're heading in that direction. No rings. When he was with us, he did not have he had a winning season every season he was with us. Then he had the Minnesota Miracle. We went to the divisional championship twice. You feel me? So it wasn't like we wasn't going in the right direction, or we had top.
And I agree with you. I'm not saying
it's a difference, but I'm saying
Watson, but it's all percentage.
They wasn't going nowhere.
But it's not fair because that's all open to perception and perspective.
I'm just saying. You said I'm
saying results are results, and I'm saying at the end of the day he felt what he felt. So how can we say what two different people feel? One is valid and one ain't.
Like I said, I was just saying that how he left.
I'm with you.
Maybe I just felt like that was a bad comparison. Because when we're talking about winning and then losing,
but what did Minnesota did?
I get we didn't win a championship, but I'm saying how we were just talking about our tight end, or we were talking about Megatron. He left because they were not going nowhere. He wanted to be traded to a winning organization, and that's what I'm trying to say. Watson wasn't going nowhere. They're nowhere. And
I think they're more similar. But if y'all don't agree, that's y'all.
Yeah, that's just me. They weren't going nowhere.
Better yet. Let me be fair to the conversation. What I'm saying is, if you use the eye test, I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is the concepts are the same. I'm not saying that it's the exact same thing because they're not the exact same person. What I'm saying is the concepts are the same.
Yeah, they fruits, but they're not both.
You got two players who, whether people think a team is going somewhere or not, that's up for. That's like us debating stuff about Davis Mills. We don't really know.
Yeah, but I'm saying did he resign? You saying?
Come on, what do you mean?
No, I'm asking with Watson, Did he had just signed a new contract when all this stuff happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you would have said that, then that comparison would have been more.
That's what I said.
You didn't say it. You didn't bring. I
said they both just signed a contract and they.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that.
Too busy wanting to argue with me.
No, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
But I love you anyway because
I'm gonna go back though. I'm gonna go back though and make sure.
You can check it, man.
I'm gonna go back. Because I didn't hear that, but
go ahead, JJ. Go ahead, JJ.
I like it. On this Megatron deal, I don't know if y'all seen, but obviously Megatron was their only weapon. He was the only person they were shooting for, and you were always triple teaming Megatron.
Yeah, whenever he got tackled, it was with 3 people.
He was always getting hit, and I think it was a combination of things, but he was injured. I don't know if y'all have seen after he retired.
Yeah. He had injuries. I know that.
He had to have surgeries on his fingers because they were all jacked up.
Really?
If you look it up, his pinky finger is like this. It's literally sticking out to 90-degree angle. And his other fingers, his bones were elderly people. I don't know if you know, but their fingers, they start to get crooked.
Yeah. He was getting overused.
He had all those issues, and he was really banged up internally. So you add that up with
not winning on top of that,
producing into the playoffs and stuff like that, and then maybe the ultimatum was like, okay, let me try to get to another team. Once that didn't go down, he was just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Who was during that time? Who was that number 2? Did they have Golden Tate back then? Or
it was Golden Tate. It was Golden Tate.
Yeah, I had Golden Tate.
Yeah, Golden Tate, yeah. But even then, but Golden Tate
was more like at the end of his career.
That's what I'm trying to remember.
I mean,
yeah, that's when they tried to get him some help, right? You know what I mean? But even then, for Golden Tate was basically the end.
Nah, it wasn't that. He wasn't that old at that time, though. Nah, because the towards the end of the years when he started bouncing all around the league, he was still really good when he was with Megatron.
Yeah.
I think he's saying it was at the end, closer to when Megatron's I think he's saying.
Yeah.
I think he had like 2 seasons with him. I think.
Yeah, but you can already tell then, like you said, Megatron was already done, bro. Like he was to me. I look and I'm not saying that he went through the motions, man, because he's really a true competitor, bro. But you can tell towards the end, man, like he had carried so much weight, bro. Like he was done. You can tell when a person just tired, bro, and you can look on the field sometimes and just be like, damn, bro, like he got 4 niggas on him, bro. You know what I mean? And he trying to make every damn catch he can. Yeah. And then eventually you start to see his numbers ain't the same as before, which they didn't drop off, tremendously, but you can tell like some of the things that he was doing before, he got limited on. You know what I'm saying? Like all those spectacular catches. You know what I mean? We started seeing less of that shit. You know what I mean? It's because he was beat up.
And I think that was also in them Amir Abdullah days, and he didn't produce ever. I think,
and he did, yeah.
He just wasn't. Yeah, they could have took a lot of pressure off the receiving game if he'd have been the running back they thought he was going to be too.
Exactly.
It might have been, and he might have caught the last couple of years too. It wasn't like he was there the whole time, but it was. I believe he was there during that time.
Yeah, and the Maradou, he's still in the league bouncing around.
He a basketball at this point, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Volleyball,
like volleyball. So you finished it, Dean? I'm good. Okay. So look, I don't disagree with nobody on this list, man. Y'all, again, I am a Seahawks fan, so there's no question there, bro. I don't like what we said it in this division. I don't care. Look, I'm just happy my quarterback's not Baker Mayfield. Period. I'm good with that. Geno can do his thing, which I don't expect much. I'm with y'all. I think they're looking for somebody in this year's draft, or find like another diamond in the rough late round pick like they did with Russ. Jimmy Garoppolo would be nice, but you know what I mean for next year. But
it's just all based on circumstances.
It's too many circumstances that's still left wide open, man. But I would like to get somebody in there with some legs, kind of have that Russell Wilson kind of vibe, because I think that system actually works good, man. I ain't saying he gotta be like Kyler Murray and just be like super elusive, but as long as he could be mobile, you know what I mean?
You have to have that. I feel like nowadays, man. I feel like you gotta have that.
Yeah. If you don't have a mobile quarterback, bro, you're done. But I'm with y'all. They should really stick to the defense. So yeah, Geno, to me, dead ass last. Trey Lance. I'm with y'all with the Trey Lance thing, man. And I think Jimmy actually did something good. You know what I mean? I think by Trey Lance watching Jimmy is like the ultimate professional, man. You know what I mean? Like the way he carries himself on the field, off the field. I think that he learned a lot going in. So I don't think Trevor Lance is gonna have a hard time excelling this year, because the best part about Trey Lance at this point, right, there's no film on him. This is the year with no film, right?
You know how that goes.
So he can.
I got him on my fantasy bench.
Because I'm
nothing but upside.
Because you said something earlier, and I thought it was super beneficial to what you said, because everybody's gonna plan for Debo, right? But now Debo got a new quarterback out back there that nobody knows anything about, right? So I think this is beneficial to him and how they can move him around. You know what I mean? So no film on him, bro. It's gonna be perfect this year. This is his, just like with the Seahawks, bro. For the 49ers, this is how I feel about them. This is their chance to be like, okay, people consider us to be okay, but if we can excel right now, because they got an excellent defense, you know what I mean? They got a solid run game. They got good receivers. All they need this quarterback to do is the same thing Russell Wilson did, is just manage the game. You know what I'm saying? If he could do that, bro, man, you could possibly see the 49ers in the big one. You know what I'm saying?
Manage the game and maybe make a couple plays where they weren't none. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
What Kyle say? Put some paint where they ain't.
yeah, put some paint where
and
they
not
ain't,
often, but just a little bit. If he could do that, I can't see him not being good. You know?
Yeah. And just don't try to play hero ball. And that's why I said I think Jimmy worked out great for him, because Jimmy don't play hero ball. Does he make mistakes? Yes. But he doesn't play that hero ball like he feel like he got to chug it down somebody's throat, 50 yards down the field, man. Just move the chains, man. If that's what you got to do, bro, move the chains and get that Super Bowl ring. That's what I feel about him. But still, third on the list, Kyler Murray. Man, look, the Cardinals as a whole, y'all said it already. They come out the gates, man, and they fire. And then I don't know what happens after week 8, week 9, or the bye week. Like they just, I don't know. Like they feel like they want to.
JJ had a good take on Kyler.
Yeah. So look, I'm putting them at 2 this year because of the inexperience on Trey Lance's part, right? And that's about it. But this has to be the year that Kyler Murray shows us some consistency, because he ain't been consistent. And that's what he's missing. And this is why I give Matthew Stafford the edge in this division. It's because consistency, no matter who he's with, bro. Matthew Stafford puts up numbers. It's just that this time he put up numbers with the winning team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was doing it in Detroit, man. Y'all brought it up. He was balling in Detroit, man. Stats look good, but he couldn't get an L. I mean, he couldn't get a W to save his life, man. All he can get was L's, but he was surrounded by, I mean, he had Megatron. You know what I mean? But he was surrounded by losers. And no disrespect to Detroit on that. I mean, but you compare the talent that he has now to the talent he had, you know, leaving out of Detroit, it ain't the same. And now we get the chance to see that he can make a couple of throws here and there, man, that could win you a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? If surrounded by the right personnel. So yeah, I give the edge to this division.
That's why I would when Patricia or whatever went to Detroit, I was hoping they was gonna get better, man.
I thought they would.
It would have been nice.
Too.
You want to see that? You want to see them? You got Chicago, you know, Monsters of the Midway and all that. That would be so good if Green Bay and them could get that whole division. I mean, get good again, man. I'm waiting for them to do something, but they just couldn't get it together.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Matt Patricia's forte was considered to be what? A defensive coordinator, correct? Mm-hmm. You know what's so disappointing?
What you about to say about the? Where we going with this? This
you know
New England thing. What we about to talk?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I think this is probably why, you know, like Bill Belichick is probably helping him out. But I'm going back to Detroit. This is what's so sad about that, because we all thought the same thing, and what sucked about it was that his defense wasn't even on par. That's what's so cold about it. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't even on par. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking you just to be middle of the pack, bro. They wasn't even middle of the pack. Pete Carroll, for instance, bro, is a defensive mind. You know, the defensive mindset, minus, you know, last year and the injuries and all that shit, right? But you said it earlier. When you think about the Seahawks, you think about defense. Whenever they were winning, what was their forte? It was defense. You have to be good at what you're good at. And when you're a head coach and you're good at something, and then you're not good at that spot, bro, it causes disaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just didn't cut it, bro.
Well, I mean, you gotta keep some of your people that were good. How long Sue been out of Detroit now? What's it been 4 years?
Yeah.
Dominican Sue?
Yeah.
You gotta keep. What was that cat? Amore, that's your team. What was that cat y'all used to have? White dude. What was his name? Not Jared. What was his name?
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. You players like that. If your forte is defense, you keep them and you build around them, and you make that's
what we did.
Thank you. It's what you're supposed to do. So, and I'm not blaming Patricia. I think Wichita was gone by then. But that's when you should have got a coach like that. When he got somebody to focus on. Not trying to be funny, but it's just like with Houston. That's when you get a coach like Lovey, is when you still got JJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. I don't get paid like they do. So
yeah. It's
I'm excited. I'm excited to see Houston though. I'm excited to see them.
I'm excited to see Pierce. I saw JJ snatch his ass up the other day.
He got it before I did.
No fuck to you.
Yeah, I was watching y'all draft.
Yeah. Just want y'all to know, Amore watched it.
I was gonna get his ass, Jay. That's you slick son of a bitch.
Hey, what was your grades on the?
Oh, I didn't even
I know
look.
it's like preseason type of shit.
I got B. I get B.
Yeah, I didn't want to look at mine. We were so drunk during that time and talking shit.
I got a B. I got a B on it.
I'm still gonna win this shit. I'm still gonna win this shit. I'm gonna be fine.
We'll see about that.
I'm the waiver king, so it's all good.
I was drafting. Look, I had both of my drafts at the same time, 7:30, and I had last place on both of mine. I was drafting 2 players on the. I had to transfer from one to the other.
That's how I did last year in Gridiron. That's how. Hey, JJ, that shit ain't easy, right? Because you can't even remember, like, you trying to remember who you saw leave and who you trying to get next. It's so hard doing that at the same time with 2 leagues. I promise. I did that with Gridiron and my league I'm with them guys at the Pump House. It is not easy, bro.
I need to get into one more league. I need to get into.
Yeah, you need to get into one more. So
do you want to get into our Gridiron? We got 12 now, but I can go up to 14. I'd love to have you in one of our leagues.
You got an A, bro.
Because you a good shit talking motherfucker. I love to have you in the league.
Oh, come on.
I love that shit. Amar will rejuvenate. We still got draft next week.
Oh yeah, shit.
We got. I got 2 leagues and we all in them.
Honestly, I've never did a 14. That shit sound fun and tough as hell.
Hey, it is what it is.
Tough. It's tough. It's competitive.
I can bet 12 is tough. 12 is
tough.
It
is tough. And the thing about it is, like I said, man. Well, like I said, you got time. Think about it.
No.
I could find us a 14th person if you want to. So you got time. You just let me know in a couple days or so.
I'm in.
You sure?
Already said, bro, he sure. He basically did the draft for me while I was driving, fool.
Oh, good. I know who to blame when I wear your ass out.
hey, what's so fucked up though about this?
Hey, you know you gonna talk shit, D, because you don't know how to keep shit in. You emotional. You're like, that motherfucking fucking Amari fuck. I tell you, no. I was like, no, you let him draft you, remember? Or you may win big, and he be the motherfucker, and you know he gonna talk shit if you win. He be like,
I ain't gonna talk no shit. I mean, hey, just buy me a shot. Just buy me a shot.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I love that shit. I can find a 14 person if you want to be in it.
I got a 14 too, but yes, I'm in it. I'm in.
All right.
I'll send I work. What day you're trying to do it on?
This I would draft. That's why I say think about it. Take at least one. You sure? Because I got to start finding a 14 person. Now I ain't got time to be playing. Everybody, all our people came back. I had to look for nobody. That's the first time in 10 years.
I got 2 leagues that I run myself, and everybody be texting me before I can even start the league back up.
That's the first time in 10 years where I had to. Everybody in 2 leagues came back. It's like 20 people
out. I had to get somebody out this year.
Oh shit! Damn, you sorry, motherfucker. But
damn, bro.
yeah, you all mean. You like a bad.
Well, not because people be like spreading the word and yada yada, and then like if I get more competitive people, like I try to keep my shit real competitive too, to where I'll check some motherfuckers like backgrounds and check their shit.
I tell you this, I ain't gotta check yours. I know your resume, so I tell you what. This just got good. I will find because then it's a family thing. Then we all family now, man. We ain't no more like us and y'all and who used to know. No, you in the league. You in the league.
You in the league, bro.
I tell you what, I'll send you an invite, whatever the shit, and I'll find a 14 person just for you, you.
I was just trying to just let me know as far as what day, whatever, because I work.
It should be like Sunday the 4th.
Okay,
like it should be like a week from now, next Sunday.
So I work, but I'm working. What is it? I'm working. I'm about to go back to work.
It's at 7:30. It's you normally home by 7:30.
Hold on, I'm trying to think. I'm working days.
Unless you're working nights.
I'm trying to figure out.
No, you got to take your time.
I work days tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday. So I'll be working nights, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
what can you draft online, or what can you do?
Yeah, I could do online or whatever. Oh, y'all just gonna do it.
Or you can let D draft yours, so y'all just swap teams.
Nah.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude. You know what the fuck?
Negative, bro. We playing against each other.
Y'all doing an in-person draft?
No, it's online.
Yeah.
My only in-person stuff was what we did the other day because I had a lot of new people, or not newer, but about maybe 5 new people in that league last year, and none of them ever got to draft with us. So I was like, well, let's do something where people can kind of meet up, and that's what we did. But other than that, nah.
I mean, I do night. So if you could do something on Sunday that's before like night, I'm good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's already said. I could try. I don't want to. What I'm saying is, I can look and I can try. I can see what's up, but I don't want to make any promises because that's a lot for one person that ain't even been in the league yet. But more like concessions, don't he? He ain't even in the league. I ain't got no money from him yet.
I mean, I'm ready to change
my draft.
Hey, he gonna change.
What does he earn to get this special treatment?
Same day, everything. I'm just saying I got to work that night.
I will definitely see what I can do.
All right.
Yeah, let me work on it.
I like the sound of that.
Before I do anything, I got to find Mr. 14 first. Then I'll see about changing the shit, and we'll see what we can do.
All right.
But now, since we're having a conversation, if that's the case, what will be the time? Like, what would be a good time? Is what I'm asking. Like, what is your range? Sometime that morning, I'm assuming.
Well,
I ain't never drafted in the morning.
I leave. No, I ain't got to be the morning. I leave to work at 5 p.m. So if it starts like 3 or 4 is fine for me.
That's good for you because I like to have me a little nap for work. Y'all know me.
Nah, I don't. Yeah. I can't sleep when I work nights. So I'll be up by like noon.
I'm gonna see what I can do, but I'm gonna try to make this.
So
work.
this is gonna be interesting.
You can just push it like 2 hours back. I'm good.
I'm on my 8 days off, so I don't give a fuck when this shit is.
I'm gonna tell you what's
but hold on. I'm thinking about this. I think the reason I did that Sunday was because 2 Crew with Cecil and them. I think they're working days and they get off that afternoon. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
Just let me know.
I'll let you know. And because I think that's deliberately why I put it on that Sunday was because JJ, your brother Caesar and them are on their 8 days off to like this week because we're a week behind them. And they gonna be on nights. So they eating one because they got to eat it or get their draft on like this couple days ago. Cecil and them, and I think Chris and them, they are going to be on days that they ain't getting off. So it may not work out that way. I'm just saying. So, right. But I'm going to see. I'm going to check with people and see.
Hey, D-Wall, did you get my text?
Yeah, I got it, man. I was going to chime in on that in a bit. I'm letting y'all do this.
We talking about time? We talking about time and shit? I didn't even look at it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's about.
Because my best thing about this is that 9 times out of 10, when you hop in this motherfucker, that means I'm going to be in the same division with the 3 of y'all, bro. That is a problem. This is becoming like a family rivalry
in the same division.
Oh, please do.
I'm the commissioner. I can do it.
Please do.
I got a hope. I can just put us in the same division.
Bro, because it is so beautiful going against y'all. You know what I mean? Mainly at first when I was whooping y'all ass, it was good.
That's what
lately, but lately I've been getting my ass whipped.
I would say
yeah. But lately I've been getting my ass whipped, bro. Like Eddie whooped me twice, beat the shit out of me, and JJ beat the fuck
Eddie
out
beat
me,
everybody, man, because Eddie won the championship. So what you want?
Hey, 2 is not a winner.
But I didn't in this league though. I didn't in Gridiron. Who won last year in Gridiron?
I think it was Scott.
Yeah, I ain't surprise. Yeah.
It was Scott. It was Scott that won this year. Yeah. So I mean, fuck Scott.
Everybody always like fuck Scott, man.
Fuck hey, Scott, I love you, bro.
Bodie.
Scott, Scott, I love you. Yeah, Scott, Brody. Hey, look, I love y'all. I promise y'all. But if y'all motherfuckers winning, it's fuck y'all until I win. Period. And that's keeping it.
But to remember one last thing before we move on. Yeah. Remember the guy who won both leagues one year? Who was the I think I ain't gonna say the only, but remember I think it's happened twice. I think one of them was Scott. Who was the other guy?
JJ.
Jay Jizzle.
I was mad at him too.
Look at that motherfucker. Look at that.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Hey, salt and pepper.
It looking like I'm gonna repeat because I got an A+ on both of my shit.
You ain't doing shit. If you got A+, that means your ass gonna suck because they never get that shit right. Bro, get ready for your L's because I'm a server. Hey, like, man, I had an A+. Nah,
man. Okay. Hold on. And then after that, we could talk about Patrick Beverly ass real quick. Man, what's up with your boy, man? Sending me that trade request, man. He wants me to give up 2 of my starters for 2 of his bench players, and then I sent it, bro. This nigga wanted me to give him Daniel. He wanted me to get Daniel Moore and Matt Ryan in exchange. I had Jameis Winston and ETN from the Jaguars. I was like, bro, you know, lost your fucking mind.
You said he tried to give you what?
He wanted to give me Moore from Carolina and Matt Ryan.
Okay, so DJ Moore's not a bad one though. He's not a bad one.
No, negative. I'm gonna tell
you ain't theirs though.
No,
yeah.
You want 2 of my starters?
You're right. He's not bad, but they value ain't that shit.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah, but you ain't gonna get 2. Winston can probably start. You know what I'm saying? So you getting a starter.
I'm not giving up. I'm not giving Edney up right now.
Exactly. So that's why. So this is what I told him. In all fairness, like you can give me D-Hop. You know what I'm saying? And he had like 1 more receiver. I was like, you can give me those 2 receivers. Oh, he had Adam Thielen. I said, you can give me those 2 receivers.
Because I tried to get Adam Thielen for you. He snagged him right before.
Yeah, he did. He snagged him right before. So I was like, hey, look, you can give me Thielen. You give me Thielen and give me D-Hop. I thought that was fair. He tells me no. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, but you're not going to get 2 of my starters, bro. I'm sorry. Like, hold
on, but what? Wasn't that you that time who I was trying to trade you for fucking Lamar Jackson?
Yeah. And then you beat my ass?
Yeah, and your silly ass. And I didn't need him. He was on my bench. I had him and fucking Mahomes. This like 3 years ago. I said, man, I could use a run. You like, oh, nah, man. I ain't doing hold on for a little while. I said, you know what? Fuck you then.
Hey.
I said, and the year went on. I said, why this motherfucker wouldn't trade me? They both was blowing up there.
Blowing up, bro. Blowing up. This nigga,
I hated your guts. I say that.
He had 50 points on me, bro. He dropped 50 on my ass, bro.
Yeah,
it was no contest.
It's like 50, 60 points or some shit like that. Only reason I remember that because I was mad at you. I'm like, dog, this benefits both of us. I don't need this motherfucker. Yeah. I'm not gonna not start Mahomes. I say, what the fuck?
Yeah. So look,
me out with that shit. That's why I remember this shit.
What it boiled down to is, man, I trust my drafts. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna just stick with my boys. Hey, but I learned something. Hey, I learned something after that motherfucker though. I was like, no, I looked at that shit yesterday and I said, you know what? I fucked up last time when I did this, bro. So I was like, let me do my homework, and I did it. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker trying to get me, fool. Nah, motherfucker. You give me 2 of your best, and I give you 2 of mine. Now we even. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't finna give me no busted up ass.
He's like, motherfucker was trying to rape me.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. Look, he gonna give me the same type of quarterback I already got starting anyway, fool. Like, what the fuck? For, bro? Like, no, bro, come correct next time, bro. I ain't disrespecting you, fool, but I'm just saying next time come correct.
You not, man. Everything you said was greasy and disrespectful. Now it was a disrespectful shit I heard all week.
But so being that we being disrespectful, man. Last time we had this conversation, man, two of y'all motherfuckers was like highly disrespectful when it came down to old Patrick Beverly. Now, audience, It Nation, I just want to explain this. Since the AFC division is so tight, man, we gonna say that for a segment on its own, bro.
I was just about to ask. I like that. I rather that because that's the best one in the
That's
league.
the best one, and I feel like all of us need to get down some X's and some O's. But since we in the realm of talking shit about people,
so we're gonna save that for next week. Is what you're
gonna say that for next week. So you're gonna save it for next week in all fairness, because this is the best. Hey, this is the best quarterback division in the NFL, bro. So I think so. I want us to get into it, but I still want to go back onto the Patrick Beverly. So I'm gonna give the floor to y'all in a sense, man. And I want to see, because now he got on that purple and gold. Is he still a little bitch to y'all, or are y'all gonna back up a little bit and be like, you know what, y'all bitch now? You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see how y'all feel. So Eddie D, I'm gonna start with you because I'm getting way.
All right, we gonna talk about this. I'll tell you how the fuck I feel. All right, so you ever got a cousin who a little bitch, right? And you know you go somewhere with this motherfucker. I don't care where you go, to the grocery store, the club, it don't matter. You go somewhere with him, he gonna say something, do some stupid shit. You gonna have to fight with that mother. That's Patrick Beverly. At the end of the day, he ain't changed. He just part of the family now. So it ain't nothing changed.
It's that little cousin's the bitch.
He that little cousin's the bitch. And you know when you win, you want to whoop his ass. It's bad the dude want to whoop his ass. But you're like, man, I'm about to explain that shit to my mama, man. Oh, come on, man. It's shit. So funny. And when you come home, you be right to whoop his ass because y'all got in a fight over. He is that dude. He ain't changed. It ain't like he went and got, like a personality. Dog. But now, let's keep it 100. I do believe desire a fucking trade because they gonna put him on the court. I'm talking about Beverly. They'll put him on the court, and Westbrook ain't gonna like that shit. He's gonna want out before the fucking before All-Star for sure, before fucking Christmas. He gonna want out before Christmas. I watch.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of hoping for. Now that don't make the fucking market better for him. Yeah. But that does make him more, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what the fuck happens. But I do see that happening. I think it's almost kind of like a little bit intentional, is what I'm saying, that they picked him up feeling that way, because I don't think at this point it's gonna solve with Westbrook. Now I don't think Darvin Ham had nothing to do with that, but I think the front office did. I mean, because why would you? Do we really need Beverly? No, but do we really want to get rid of fucking? Yes,
Westbrook.
So I ain't gonna go as far to say it's a conspiracy, but I think they don't give a fuck, and I think it's like par for the course. Like, yeah, fuck them. If you want to be here, you could be here, but we're gonna pick up motherfuckers and play them, and it's just. That's oil and water. Why would you? You know what I'm saying? You might as well pick up fucking. Well, I can say Chris Paul because I love Chris Paul, but it's similar to that. I think that basically, if you want to stay here and get paid, then fuck it. I will pay you, and we'll play this motherfucker, and y'all got to get along until you leave. So I think it has a lot more to do with that. But I do think it does make them a little bit tougher. Yeah. But is that what's going to improve us to a point where we like in the, 6th spot or 7th spot? I mean, 6th or 5th spot? Nah, I don't see that.
Yeah. So
we're gonna be play-in
so I'm gonna ask this question, but I'm gonna ask this question before I let Amari
unless they pick up Buddy Hield. I'm sorry.
And if I'm taking man, you got me, because that's what I was about to ask. Do you think that this is the setup for what Amari's been screaming for this whole time, like having the Buddy Hield trade?
Shit, we all been wanting Buddy Hield. We wanted that. I wanted that when they picked up Westbrook.
Yeah, y'all wanted that. Yeah,
yeah. That's that. But go ahead. I mean, I'm done.
Y'all think that's what that is? Amari J, come on, chime in about your Patrick Beverly feelings.
Obviously, we know how I felt about him. We, like we said, call him a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Didn't like, his ethics at all the times. But I've always said though too, that the one thing I do like about him is the craftiness and that toughness, you know what I'm saying, that you bring to the game, because a lot of teams are fucking marshmallows and soft and flopping and shit. And even though he does the extras and shit too, but he gonna still bring some hardness too, right? Like Eddie D was saying, like, do we need him? Did we need him? Right? I mean, right now it's not really a matter of need. It's a matter of what can we do? Who's out there to help this team, because we don't have LeBron for too much longer. So like, did we need him? No, but do I think he makes it better? Yes, I do.
Can I just one thing real quick? I'm agreeing with you. And that's the reason why, to me, he made a better fit in with the Clippers, is because they got a more complete team. They got a hell of a fucking team. So a player like that is just right for a team like that. But us, which is what Amori is saying, and not as much.
And yeah, we're just not complete yet. And I don't think we're done.
Exactly. And we might not be. And we might not be. I'd love for them to continue building the team.
Yeah, we're not done. You know, I really believe we're not done. It's like I said, it was a matter of one of the things that he can help. Like, people were talking shit like, oh, y'all, the Lakers gave up Stanley Johnson and they gave up, like, yeah, okay, yeah, Stanley Johnson was a cool defensive wing, but the motherfucker could not make a jump shot for shit, right? We don't need it. We don't need guy. Our two biggest issues is defense and shooting. That's all we've been trying. What have we been trying to do for the past since we've gotten LeBron? Surround him with shooters, right?
Shooters.
So
let's address the issues.
Like,
thank you.
So like, yes, with Stanley, like, and it's been getting on my fucking nerves. I've been going at it with like Lakers in the organization and like in the these blogs and chats, and like, bro, like, what are y'all saying? Like, yes, Stanley Johnson was a young, defensive whatever, right? But it's like, if he's not locking down the guy that we're putting him on, then what is he essentially out there for? Now he's just wasting time. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why I used to always say, like, motherfuckers is gonna regret how they dogged KCP. I always said this shit since we got him from Detroit. People talk shit on him all the time. I said, you guys don't know fucking basketball then. KCP is one of the most traditional two-way players you'll find. The guy can get streaky and make fucking shots all over the place when you need him to. And was there some games that he had some off games? Yes. But if you watch the man, he's defending the best fucking player every fucking night. Like, how are you going to expect somebody to go and try to stick a Booker and go and stick a KD and go and stick these guys there and then come on the other side and then put up 20 points a game? You can't even ask that shit out of fucking LeBron or Kobe or KD or Curry. Nobody's doing that shit. But you want to ask that out of a guy who's not even a superstar? You know what I'm saying? If you go back and watch, KCP meant so much to us. We wouldn't have won a championship without KCP.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
They can say what they want about all that shit with Ingram and all them, players like that, and Ball and everybody. But I'm gonna tell you something. KCP and Sweet Lou, that's two players we shouldn't have lost recently. Yeah, man. And so, like, yes, and everybody's been talking shit about Stanley Johnson. Yes, he can play some defense, but we need the guy to be able to make a shot too. It ain't even got to be a 3, a 13-footer. The motherfucker can't even make that. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that doesn't hurt that we lost him. Then okay, THT. Oh, y'all gave him THT too? Yes, we gave him THT too. I think people are more so stuck on the fact that, back 2 years ago when we could have had Kyle Lowry and we didn't want to give him up for Kyle Lowry. Hey, I'm still not mad at that, to be honest with you, because look what the fuck kind of season Kyle Lowry had. For one, there you go.
Kyle Lowry, you know what I'm saying? He ain't nobody like that. Like, he looked horrible this past season. He can't even stay healthy. He can't even stay healthy right now. You know what I'm saying? And when he is out there, he looks like a shell of himself. So I'm still not mad at that. But that's what people are talking about. Oh, y'all could have had Lowry. You didn't because of THT. People are stuck on the past rather than looking at what
they are stuck on the past. And they keep worrying about what THT is gonna be. Exactly. For me, he took a step back last year.
Next.
Come on,
that's what I was going to get. You got it. That's what I was going to get to next. Like, people are stuck on the past, and then that's what I'm saying. Yeah, every year we've all said, like, oh, he has a lot of upside. Like, he can finish at the rim.
Said that a lot.
We've been saying that.
The way he can finish at the rim, and this is going to be the season now. This is going to be the season now.
This is the one.
He took a back step this past season. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just kind of continuing to show, like, oh, he could be this, but he just never. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, did he have some big games or whatever and stuff like that from time to time? Yeah, he did, but it wasn't. We're not going to even put him in the bowl with consistency anywhere near him, because he was nowhere near consistent at all.
Let's be honest. I don't think everybody is built to play for the Lakers, man.
They're not. Seriously. They're not. And it happens. A lot of guys.
That's another good point.
But
that's
it's true. It's just.
It's true. It's just true. Guys, and and that's why I used to get on my nerves.
Lights bright in Staples Center, man.
It does, man. And that was that, So did we trade them 2 away? Yes, and I would do it again and again and again, because yes, and people say, oh, I guess Lakers forgot that they were trying to get younger. First off, we got younger by getting fucking, getting Buddha. I love getting Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? Lonnie is I was surprised we got him for what we got him for. That's a young stud that has upside, that can play defense, and he's starting to get streakier with his shooting. I like Lonnie, super athletic. I like, getting boy from Warriors, just won a championship, knows what it's like to be. God damn.
I know. I just saw him the other day. God damn it.
But you know what I'm saying? He just came off of a championship team.
Yeah.
He knows what it's going to take. You know what I'm saying? He knows what it takes and all that kind of stuff. And
yeah,
you got to do a little daddy in
it.
But yeah, he's coming off of that championship mentality of what it's like to be on a championship team and what it takes, you know what I'm saying? He just has that pedigree now in him, you know what I'm saying? And he's younger and he can defend. Obviously, who was the other guy we got? Oh, we got from the Bulls. Junior, was it God damn, was it Jones Jr. we got from the Bulls? Another defensive player, young guy. Everybody's talking mess right now about this whole thing. We're trying to worry about the right now. We're not.
Yeah.
He's not the long-term, resolution. It's for what's going to help us right now. He brings grit. He brings toughness that we don't have. Nobody in our team is one of them tough guys that you're going to have to worry about getting in somebody's ass. We had nobody on the team that was going to do that. So he's going to bring that. He's going to bring the defense. And he also has a better shot than both THT and Stanley Johnson put together.
Yeah.
So, I don't understand where all this, hey, again, it's the Lakers, though, so it doesn't surprise me. Anytime we make any moves, it's a lose-lose. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a superstar, it's like anything we do to pick up somebody gonna have something to say. If we don't make a move, somebody's gonna have something to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't agree with the Westbrook pickup last year. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I love Westbrook. He's one of my favorite players, but I didn't agree with that last season. You know what I'm saying? I want it. You know what I'm saying?
All I got needs. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we know I didn't care for I don't care for the guy, but I've always said though too that you need one of them kind of guys in your team, and that's where I'm at with it. I still don't like some of his tactics, and hopefully he kind of mellows it down some. But I mean, I like what he brings to the team for sure. And we're not done filling this roster out. I do hope that this was the last straw to push Westbrook out to make that trade happen with Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know what the issue is. I would have been pulled that trigger already. I don't know if there's some things going on in the background that we don't know about, that they are working on it. I'm hoping that they are working on it, because to me, that shit is a no-brainer. That shit should have been done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Been done.
Yeah. The hoping for the Kyrie, which again, I like pipeline dreams.
I get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That would have put them. That would have put them on a different level. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that they did try to. I'm not unhappy.
They showed it. Yeah, they showed some initiative to want to make the change. It's I'm acknowledging, okay, what we did before not working.
Some effort.
Exactly.
Yeah, they put forth some effort, some real effort.
And and the Buddy Hield stuff thing seemed like that was always our plan B. And then the whole trade with the Charlotte Hornets is kind of always just kind of been tossed out there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then so I'm not mad. They went for their plan A first, which it wasn't even an option at first. It kind of just came about,
Yeah.
And I think that would have been the right move, because if you go get Kyrie, we still would have had asset. We still had those guys that we just picked up this offseason. And then you know how it goes. Then guys are going to try to start coming over there when they feel like, oh, they got a chance to win a ring. Guys are starting to slowly find their ways on that team, and still got the buyout market. So,
yeah.
But again, like I said, I'm glad that they showed initiative to try, you know what I'm saying, to get what LeBron wanted. But now, I like I said, I like the pickup, for Beverly. He'll be with us for a season, you know what I'm saying? Based off of what he shows, hey, we might bring him back for another minimum, 2-year deal, whatever the case be, based off of how his season goes with us this season. But we did need that grit. We did need that little bit of a dog, whether it be a Chihuahua bite or whatever. We still
it's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing. Yeah,
because like I said, we don't have nobody on our roster right now that you got to worry about busting somebody up their head or some shit. We don't have. We need that. You in LA. You gotta have some dogs.
Gotta have some. Yeah. Even a Chihuahua bark can give you time to load up that 45.
Hey, Chihuahua run up on me right now. I'm gonna run for that first second before I realize it's a Chihuahua before I turn around. You know what I'm saying?
Give you pause, huh?
Give me pause. I'm gonna do one of these first. I'm gonna keep the bitch after, but it's gonna make me,
it's gonna make you, JJ, you want to squeeze in on Patrick Beverly real quick, man?
Come on, Jay.
I mean, I'm gonna make it. I'm looking at it a little different, because LeBron James is obviously one of the best, but I don't see LeBron as like other players, like Chris Paul, he makes everybody around him better.
Yeah.
LeBron James is talented. He has all these accolades. He's just all around good player, but I just don't see him as the player that kind of motivates everybody around him to do better on the team. Everybody works good around him because he's a good player, and everybody wants to play good around him, but he doesn't bring the best out of them. So with the Pat Beverly move, it's kind of like if you can't really make them better, then you got to kind of make the other team a little worse by getting into their head. And I think Pat Beverly is what brings that, because
Pat Beverly don't need nobody to set him up or to he has his own game to himself where he's just kind of out there. He's like that loose.
JJ making this is a good point about Pat Beverly. I'm liking this.
But that is a good point. That's a very good point.
Pat Beverly, he don't need LeBron to set him up. He don't need nobody to set him up.
Sometimes you need that Lance Stevenson player, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he gets into their head, and once he's in their head, then you work on physically. So once Pat Beverly gets in there and he plants that seed, then LeBron starts playing his game. They start doing their stuff, and then you're not only beating them down mentally, but now physically. So it's both of the aspects to the game in there now.
Yeah.
So that's basically my way of looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I feel that. I like that one, bro. That is true. If he was a superhero, bro, he'll be like Martian Manhunter or some shit like that, bro, because he can play mind games with you. And that is true. That's really his best defense. You know what I'm saying? Is the fact that he gets on your nerves. And then once he does that, it's like you off your rocker. You know what I'm saying? He just get on your nerves.
He really does.
Look, but and then y'all said something else too that I thought was important, man. Like being in LA, man, not everybody is built for LA. Like everybody not. And you do need a dog in there. And I don't feel like last year they had that dog. You know what I mean? And now they officially got a dog. And again, he don't need to be motivated, bro. Like he gonna go out there and he gonna bring some toughness and some grit to the squad. I'm still with y'all though. They still need shooters. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that changes. I think they need to address that. And I think what y'all said earlier too, by them actually this time trying to get the whole Buddy Hield thing done, I think that is excellent. And then that point about people playing defense, bro, you're right, man. If your specialty is to lock down somebody, bro, and people blowing past you, bro, then you're useless. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no need for you. And I think last year a lot of people got exposed, and it's not just Westbrook. You know what I mean? I think a lot of players got exposed last year that they don't have what it takes to be in that purple and gold, man. It's a lot. It's a lot to be associated with a winning organization. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people get caught up in this whole idea about rebuild. And I'm not against pieces. You need pieces. I mean, everybody not going to be a superstar. You need role players. But people get so caught up in trying to build something that they don't understand. Sometimes you get a piece that just really ain't the piece it's supposed to be. And they're like, oh, well, just give him some time. Oh, that's what he's supposed to do. Well, if that's what he's supposed to do and he's not really great at doing it, then why should we hold on to him so we could be a mediocre team? I would say the same thing about Mills in Houston. Like if we really trying to go long, I hope he's that guy, because otherwise, why rebuild with a mediocre quarterback? Is all I'm saying. But one thing at a time. Back to the Lakers. What I'm saying is it's the same thing. If you got a player who is supposed to be good at shooting and supposed to be decent at defense, and he's kind of mediocre at both, then give him a year or two. But after that, it's like, why are you holding on to him? Let's shoot for something better. Shake it up. Do something. But, I mean, just holding on to the same bullshit, that makes you a mediocre team. So, that's all I agree with you. That's bullshit.
Yeah, and they were, but but I'm glad they must have listened to the podcast or something, because y'all bitched about this, a few episodes back, man. And it's like the things that y'all wanted, or the things that we all discussed, like we wanted the Lakers to do, right? It's like now they're showing some initiative in doing the right things.
I know Jeannie Buzz listens to our podcast. She told me herself.
Yeah, I was with her last night.
You was with her last night. Shit, you called
her. Called me.
Well, fellas, I just want to throw this one last thing out, man, before we log out, man. I don't know if you guys saw the news about Matt Ariza yet from the Buffalo Bills, the punter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good point. So, what y'all think about that?
So
I don't. Me personally, I don't think much into it. If that happened, I don't even want to talk too much on it, because there's so much negative shit going on in this world. Like, I don't even want to add to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
real.
Then like same shit like I said with Watson. If he's guilty, the motherfucker should be put away or whatever the case be. And it's the same here. Like I never for me to talk about till we see more proof or evidence or and
well, you can't say one thing though, man. And
I just think it's fucked up. That's what
I think it's fucked up. You know what I mean? But I just want the same energy that Watson got on this. He better get that same energy. That's a term that y'all use all the time. That's all I'm saying.
He's not though, because he's a freshly new punter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody even really knew of him till he started kicking far punts, and this shit gonna be out the media real quick, bro.
Yeah, I know.
But can I just say? Let me say one thing about it though. And I'm not caping for nobody. I'm not defending. But I'm being me. I'm looking at this from both sides. How often have we ever heard about the kind of situation he's in, as opposed to what Watson was in? Because Watson was kind of a different. We've never seen that play out before. We've heard millions of times about something. And she was in the room with 2-3 players, and then that's like the easiest layup of bullshit I ever heard.
And then as soon as you get into the league,
it's true, not true.
But then it's just and then as soon as he gets into the league, like now all of a sudden,
yes. Well, they may both be bullshit, but at least people are more accustomed to the setup of that situation. Like that sound like more like bull. I think Watson threw people off because it was so weird. It was like, what happened?
It's so many.
It's the
multitude and the way it happened and all that shit. It's like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. It almost sounds like who could make that up, So that's just to be fair. It's not really, but I do agree. Like, I don't think they can keep the same energy too.
Nah. That was my main concern about it.
It's gonna be going quick. This is gonna be going quick.
But there's one thing I can't say, and again, I'm with you, bro. I'm not defending anybody.
I'm not defending. I don't know what happened. He might have done this shit.
At least for the most part, what we do understand is that everybody on Watson's side was of age, right? This dude chick was not of age. And I think that's still a little different. You know what I mean? Like,
and didn't they say she was 17?
17.
Yeah.
But how old is he though? He just came out of college though too.
He might have been 19 or something. Well,
that's what I'm saying. It just depends. It
depends on when it happened. Yeah, it depends on when it happened.
You see a lot. There's a lot of relationships that motherfuckers be 19 and 17, 18 and 16.
But I tell you what. That's the part where I think the energy is different. Because if that motherfucker was a black dude, if he was 19 or 20, they be coming for his ass. If she was a minor, that'd be it. Period.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like I know relationships and people that are together and married for 20 plus years with the man is 15 plus years, whatever. And It just
I always had a rule: if they could have went to high school together, they can date. That's the way I looked at it.
It's just weird, man. Like,
I don't know what his age.
If you could have been, if you could have been a senior while she was a sophomore, then even if she's 17, if you're 19, that's not really.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That was always the way I looked at it, but I ain't in court of law. So
because my son is gonna be one of those kids because his birthday's in September, like he's
late,
he's gonna be late or whatever the case be, and that's what I'm saying. Like, brother, we could walk outside right now and go see a bunch of kids in high school, or like they could have been together in high school and he graduated now. And I'm not saying that's the case for them, but I'm just saying, like,
no, I'm with you, but it's a good example.
If he was like 19, if he's like 20 right now, and because I think they said, I haven't looked into the details.
He was 21. He was 21 when this happened and she was 17.
Okay. I mean, and again, obviously,
you know
what I'm saying? But like, that's still I've seen so much in my life, and I've seen
they could have been in high school.
So now let's put it out there. He's already admitted that it did happen. He just said it wasn't consensual. So are we talking about some statutory shit at this point? Because if she was, then and he's like, it did happen, but it was consensual. Yeah. So I don't know if that's going, how do you play that? Because he said it happened.
Yeah, man.
And we know she's 17.
I think numbers like age, there's a certain extent on how, because it's a very touchy subject. It
is a slippery slope. It's a gray area, big gray area.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I guess because the way I came up, like my whole life, like I had older women trying to talk to me my whole life. You know what I'm saying? 5 and 10 years over my age. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, obviously, I'm not finna go tell the cops like, "Hey, this 25-year-old girl tells me like, nah, if I wanted, I want
but the culture is different for men. You know that. Hell, I was dating number older women when I was young.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it was the same thing. Like sometimes, like you know what I mean? Like sometimes you meet.
This overly detailed, bro. I can't. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
Y'all right. We can talk about this another time, especially when the story develops more.
Because it's. I mean, it's like little bits and pieces of stuff that they said along the way. The only reason why I brought it up was just because I just wanted to see what type of energy we were going to give it. You know what I'm saying? From the NFL standpoint.
And it all depends. Like he said, at the end of the day, we don't know nothing. The guy's innocent until proven guilty, so we don't know. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, shoot, what nation? That's gonna do it for us, man. Again, man, we appreciate everybody chiming in, listening in, downloading, liking, hearting, and all that good shit. You know what I mean? As always, again, mental health is a serious issue. It needs to be taken more seriously than what we do. So if you know somebody going through something, please don't be afraid to listen to that person, man, or hear them out, because at the end of the day, man, you could actually save somebody's life by just simply being their ear. And then other topic, you know what I'm saying, is to always make sure like you respect everybody's opinions, man. Here on the show, we argue, we debate, and all that good stuff in between, but we still respect each other at the end of the day. Just because we don't agree on something, man, does not mean that one person's right and the other person is wrong, and one person should be canceled because we do not agree. So please, let's do a better job as a culture, man, of not canceling everybody because somebody said the sky is blue and you think the motherfucker's green. You know what I mean?
I agree with that 100%.
Well, real quick,
that has to come to an end.
I want to shout out to our new caller, how we see it, baby niece.
See it, baby.
That, you know what I'm saying?
Our niece is in the building, baby. Look at beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Beautiful.
yes.
We were on podcast, and here she is.
Here she is.
Oh
here
man, boy, we some uncles, big dog.
What's her full name, JJ?
Full name.
Cardenas.
Well, we missed the first part, yeah.
Lisa.
She's beautiful, man.
Elisa.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle got a Vikings onesie on the way.
I gotta see how it's beanie. But I'm gonna tell you right now, she wearing red, white, and blue, and she might have on battle red. You know what I'm saying, on game day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've all texted and talked about it and congratulated you, JJ. But congratulations, for everybody that's listening.
It's always
our man JJ and his new addition to his family.
Yeah. It Nation, man. Like if y'all want to go ahead and give him a shout out, man, it's at Juan Cardenas, man, on Instagram, man. Holla at that boy for It Nation and let him know, man. Congratulations on fatherhood part 3, man. Hey, bro, she's beautiful. You should make another one. Take one for the team. I retired.
How you just sneak some shit like that? That's not some small sneak shit you just throw. You have another one.
But that's what I do, though. Eddie told y'all that's what I do. That's what I do.
It is what you do.
That's what I do. It's all subtle and cool. That's what I do, bro.
It's gonna fuck around.
Slide him in. Just slide him in.
Yeah, he gonna pop up.
Hell nah. Yeah. Bro, if I pop up with a kid, bro, chitty bang bang, am I, bro? I'm too old for that shit, bro. I can't do it. I just can't. No, you're never too old, bro. But I can't, man. Man, my kids are old. So like JJ kids are like, the baby range, like nice and easy, right? I got grown ass kids now. You know what I'm saying? So for me to have some grown ass kids,
you got babysitters now. That's what that is.
That is true too.
That is true too. I didn't think about it like that.
Bro.
Negative. Ain't doing it, man. So again, y'all can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and of course my favorite friend, the Twitter. Because I gotta move the poll because these fools trying to throw a baby on me, bro. I gotta move the poll a little bit. Yeah. So again, Nation, man, peace out, man. Again,
move the poll.
I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm moving that motherfucker, bro. I'm not playing with that shit. Yeah, my energy ain't real on that part, bro.
Can't move the poll.
You know what? I tried that shit,
my
bro.
My bad. Go ahead. Just keep going. We good.
So again, man, it's your boy D-Wall, Amore J, Eddie
Yes,
Dean,
sir,
JJ.
yes,
We about to sign out this bad boy. Peace out, It Nation. Holla at y'all on the next episode.
Y'all have a good Sunday, man. Stay blessed.
Y'all
Stay blessed.
y'all fellas.
Gonna beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it out for the assists. We just call it how we see it. We gonna beat around the bush. It's a first down or a rebound. I dish it
All right,
out
y'all. I
for the
gotta
assists.
bounce. Go check. I gotta go get some medicine for my baby. But y'all have a good one, y'all.
All right, fam.
All right.
Hey, make it happen, man. Just make it clap, as they say. Peace out, JJ, man. Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro. Bye.
All right, bye.